almost had me. Oh, almost had me again, you naughty plant. Oh, hi there. I didn't see you there. Hi, friends. It's me, Bert Kiefer, costume technology major here at Austin Community College. Audrey, too, and I were just getting ready for this year's Spring 2021 Virtual Curtain Call, an evening of student performances, design, and theater technology. How exciting is that? Oh, I know you're excited, but you're not getting fed. Don't feed the plants, folks. Now, it's a fun fact for you. Algie, too, and I were talking about earlier today that today makes the third virtual curtain call. How exciting is that? That's crazy to think. Third. Isn't that wonderful? I know you're excited, but you're still not getting fed. Okay, go lay down. Now, in tonight's showcase, you will see highlights from Radiopidemic Season 2. You will also see a sneak peek of The Sightless, directed by Perry Crafton. And fun fact about this production, it is our first virtual show in our brand new black box facility. How exciting is that? Now, without further ado, I invite you to pull up a chair, get a nice drink and some popcorn or a snack, and get ready to enjoy the show. Don't feed the plants, folks.
A peacock, puffed up with vanity, met a crane one day, and to impress him, spread his gorgeous tail into the sun. Look, what have you to compare to this? My feathers are the glory of the rainbow, while yours are gray as dust. The crane spread his broad wings and flew up towards the sun. Follow me if you can. But the peacock stood where he was among the birds of the barnyard, while the crane soared in freedom far up into the blue sky.
If you think about it, pizza delivery is a peculiar phenomenon. A stranger travels to an unknown place to meet an unknown person who, in turn, opens their door to an unknown visitor. Sometimes it works out well. Welcome to Radiopidemic, Season 2, under 30 minutes, Strange Tales of Pizza Delivery.
I'm just gonna knock and tell him the truth.
Hi, Sam. Thank you for ordering from Pity Pizza. I'm Naomi, your pizza telegram singing delivery specialist.
You told her to put it into special instructions. That's a good one, Andre.
I'm on to you, Sylvester.
You are?
Information overload. Smart this, data that. And heavens, it's a miracle you young people can remember anything these days. Would you look at that spread? Your grandfather would be so proud.
This is taking forever. Pizza's here. Didn't you hear the bell? Everett?
Dude!
I know you're not doing what I think you're doing.
Oh, but I am.
Are you crazy?
A little bit, yeah.
No, I am not guiding you through there. You'll die.
This spring, the Austin Community College Drama and Creative Writing departments continue their 8-part weekly series of short audio plays, written by ACC Creative Writing students and local professional playwrights.
The Introduction to Sewing and Construction course is designed to provide students with the fundamental sewing and construction techniques needed to pursue careers in the costume and fashion construction industries. In this course, Students are introduced to traditional hand sewing and machine sewing techniques, basic vocabulary and terminology, and construction techniques, all with the intent to assemble a completed garment at the end of the semester. Students are expected to complete a series of skill-building projects that increase in complexity while also increasing the student's knowledge base. As the term progresses, students build objects and items such as a pillow and a backpack, culminating in the final project, a skirt. For the showcase, students have selected one of these items that they feel best represents what they've accomplished throughout this course. It's always amazing to see students who may have never held a needle and thread end up assembling and sewing together an entire garment in just a few short months.
I've been getting very little to eat because the dogs of the village are so wide awake and watchful. I'm nothing but skin and bones. What's this here? A fine, fat house dog a little too far from home. I would gladly eat him here and now, but he looks strong enough to leave his marks if I should try it. Well, hello there, stranger. Don't you have a fine coat and a full belly? Well, you could be as well fed as I am if you want to. Leave the woods, there you live miserably. Why, you have to fight hard for every bite you get. Follow my example and you will get along beautifully. Oh, what must I do? Hardly anything. Chase people who carry canes, bark at beggars, and fawn at the people of the house. In return, you will get tidbits of every kind. Chicken bones, choice cuts of meat, sugar, cake, and much more beside, not to mention fine words and caresses. Wow, it's such a beautiful vision. I feel like I might cry. But what's that around your neck? What? Nothing at all. What? Nothing? Oh, just a trifle. But please tell me. Perhaps you see the mark of a collar to which my chain is fastened. What? A chain? Don't you go wherever you please? Not always, but what's the difference? All the difference in the world. I don't care a rap for your feast, and I wouldn't take all the tender young lambs in the world at that price. Farewell, house dog.
Once upon a time, a severe plague raged among the animals. Many died, and those who lived were so ill that they cared for neither food or drink and dragged themselves listlessly. Dear friends, I believe the gods have sent a plague upon us to punish us for our sins. Therefore, the most guilty one of us must be offered in a sacrifice. Perhaps we may then obtain forgiveness and a cure for all. I will confess all my sins first. I admit I have been very greedy and have devoured many sheep. They had done me no harm. I have eaten goats, bulls, and stags. And to tell the truth, I've even eaten a shepherd here and there. Now, if I'm the most guilty, I am ready to sacrifice myself. But I think it's best if we all confess our sins and then see who is the most guilty. Your Majesty, you are too good. Could it be a crime to eat sheep? Such stupid mutton heads? No, no. Your Majesty, you have done them great honor by eating them. And so far as shepherds is concerned, we all know that they belong to the puny race that considers themselves our masters. Tell them, Fox! Tell them, Fox! Yeah! Ooh. I'll remember that one day I was passing by a field belonging to some priest. I was tempted by the tender green grass and my hunger that I could not resist, nibbling a bit of it. I had no right to do it, I admit. Food!
The weak are made to suffer for the misdeeds of the powerful. Fin.
The Costume Technology course is designed to provide instruction regarding the fundamental principles and techniques of costume design and construction for the stage. Students review the costume designer's duties and responsibilities, the production process from the costume designer's perspective, and sketch and paint costume renderings for production selected by the instructor. As a design-based course, students are familiarized with the basic principles of design, color theory, and color mixing. In addition, a substantial portion of the term is spent understanding the fundamental principles of figure drawing as well as various watercoloring techniques. Through a series of smaller projects, students progress towards the final project of the course, which is the completion of a series of costume renderings. The instructor provides a specific script and historical period in which this hypothetical production will be set. This semester, students have been tasked with creating renderings of Oedipus Rex, set during the Northern Renaissance period. Students are allowed to choose whether to take a traditional or stylized approach to their design, provided that they can justify their creative choices with an understanding for both character and plot development. One of the most enjoyable times in this course is when final renderings are presented for group evaluation. Though each student has been assigned the same characters in the same period, no two projects end up looking the same. Each student has their own unique creative voice, which you can see the results of in this semester's showcase. The Wig Construction and Styling course is designed to provide students with the fundamental wig styling and constructing techniques needed to pursue careers in the theatrical, cinematic, and professional makeup and special effects industries. In this course, students are familiarized with the tools and techniques necessary to add volume and structure to a wig, while also learning the terminology for the various parts of a wig. Students are assigned 4 projects throughout the semester, each one focusing on a different aspect of wig construction. These projects include assembling a historically accurate silhouette from 2 disparate wigs, sewing in weft hair, dyeing weft hair, lace ventilating, and constructing a wig from non-traditional materials. For the showcase, each student in this course has selected which of these 4 projects they feel best represents their hard work and the skill set they've acquired throughout the term. Though it's not easy work, these students have demonstrated a strong passion to learn and create, and they've produced some truly outstanding wigs.
But Electra, dear, could I ask you a favor?
Ask me a favor?
Will you go for me to my sister's grave?
My mother's grave.
To take an offering of hair and libation for me?
I couldn't bear to go to my mother's grave.
Well, I can't go. I couldn't bear to show my face in Argos.
Why not?
For fear.
Fear.
And shame.
Fear and shame. Those are things you feel.
Well, of course I do.
Well, of course you do. But then you've had such distractions. Your life abroad, the war. Your only children. I blame Apollo.
Apollo?
What could you have done?
Yes, well. So you understand, I couldn't go.
Well, then send Hermione.
Send a child.
Who else? It always seems that there's something special between a mother and her daughter.
Yes. You're right. I'll send Hermione.
So we're going to discuss in no great details, but this is the kind of that I want after you listen to my lecture. Write something. What do you think about the Greek, the Roman, and the medieval theater? And the first actually playwrights, poets, they borrow stories of the Greek mythology. What Greek mythology? Which is 1,100 years earlier than the time that they start writing their theater in Athens. So the playwrights borrow stories from the Greek mythology, and the Greek mythology of 1,100 years earlier, it is the Trojan War. So in the Greek mythology, in the Greek culture, heroes, they never die.